Hi everybody, just socially awkward fish enthusiast here, back again with another video. Now, I know I haven't made a video in a really long time. Sorry. Honestly, I haven't really known what to do for a while, and another reason is because my computer screen, which is what I record on, was being blocked by a hospital tank. So, a few little things to update you guys on. Now, pretty sure the last video I made was about how I got a new stick insect and a new fish. So I had 3 stick insects, well, spiny leaf insects if you want to be exact, and 8 fish. I still have all 8 fish. Everything's great in here. I do have a little story to tell about them soon. We'll get to that in a moment. But with the spiny leaf insects, I had 3 at one point. However, not long after, I got the 3rd one. The first one I got passed away, sadly. So now it's just 2 again. And another little surprise, actually, I forgot about this one. So I went to the store, and that's where I buy my spiny leaf insects. I buy them at a pet store. And I was told that they only sell female spiny leaf insects. So, of course, that's what I expected. Sorry, if there's a noise, I'm about to turn off my jellyfish speaker. It didn't make a noise. Good. Okay. So yes, I went to the store. That's where I buy them from. And they've always told me that they only sell females. And so, of course, that's what I expected. Only females. So, because we didn't want any males, because male spiny leaf insects can fly. Not very well, but they can fly. And my girlfriend, she doesn't really like flying insects. So, which I get, flying insects aren't for everyone, which is fine. So, we were just going to stick with females, also because we didn't want them to breed. Even though females can lay fertilized eggs on their own, but I feel like that's just easier to deal with, because they only lay 1, if I remember correctly. Whereas if they breed, I'm pretty sure they lay more than 1, but I'm not 100% sure about that. But anyway, that's not the point of the story, really. The point is, the insect I introduced you guys to in my previous video, Rosetta, well, she turned out to be a he. Yeah, so Rosie's a guy, and we decided not to change his name because we were like, you know what, I don't care, your name's going to stay Rosetta even though you're a boy. So we now have a male spiny leaf insect named Rosie, and we love him. We love him so much, but, yeah. So he's going to be able to fly in his next molt, which is, who knows when that's going to be, but, yeah, he's up to his last molt, and so is Jasmine, the female one that we have. So once they've both molted for the last time, they are going to be able to breed, and they probably will, so let's see what happens. So there's a chance we'll have baby spiny leaf insects. However, we won't be keeping them. We don't have, I guess, we don't have the space, I suppose. So we're going to give them back to the store once if they have babies. If, obviously not confirmed. But, yes. So that was a little interesting turn of events. But, and if you think it's kind of weird that he's a guy with a girl's name, well, my brother has a cat that is female with a guy's name. They thought she was a guy, so they named her Stanley. So now it's a female Stanley. She's so cute, though. She's so cute. Love that cat. But that's not the topic of the video. I just wanted to say, things happen. Mistakes happen. You know? And I'm not about to change their name just because they, you know what? Names don't have genders. I'm gonna name them whatever I feel like, okay? Alright. Anyway, moving on to the fish update. So, at the beginning of this video, I mentioned that I had a hospital tank, which is one of the reasons I couldn't record. Let me explain why. Also, I'll explain why they're all in this corner in a second, but first let's talk about sick fish. So, let's see if we can see him. This guy here with the the little bits of black on his head, yellow one with a bit of black. He was sick. So he had dropsy. And now, if you know a lot about fish diseases, you'll know that's a word you never want to hear when it comes to with your fish having any kind of illness. You never want to hear that word. If you don't know why, it's because dropsy has a very high death rate. They almost never survive, like almost never. So survival is actually like, it's crazy. It's really, really great when they do survive, but the chance of them surviving is very, very low, sadly. Yeah. And the reason for that is because dropsy is like organ failure. And the way most people find out their fish has dropsy is when the organs have already started to fail, which is when the way you can tell is their scales kind of poke out a little bit, kind of spiky like. It's easier to tell when looking from above and you look down on them and they're sticking out. I'll show a picture somewhere if I can. Yes, so there'll be a picture up there hopefully. But yes, that's what it is. And so once you see that, it usually means that their organs have already started to fail, which is why survival rate is very, very low when they get this. But luckily, he was one of the lucky ones. So I must have caught it really early on, but I noticed and I went straight to the aquarium as soon as I could. Got medication. I put him in a spare tank that I had laying around, and I medicated it, and I did all the maintenance that I had to do, which was you had to clean it every 3 days and then reapply the medication. And I just had to keep doing that and doing that and doing that. And then about 2 weeks later, he's well again, and now he is back in his tank, and I'm so glad. I was so worried, because like I said, you don't really have a very good chance to survive if you get it. However, I don't know, I kind of had this feeling deep inside that he was going to be okay. And he was. And he is. And he's perfectly fine swimming around in his tank again. So that's a little update for you. And now for the other update, which you might be wondering why they're all in this one bloody corner. Let me explain. My fish are brutal. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to scare you. I'm sorry. I love you. Okay. So these guys, absolutely brutal, I swear. So this morning I woke up and I noticed, well, not straight away, I went out and then I came home. Anyway, not the point. Came home and I saw little things there on the bottom of the tank, and it wasn't their food, definitely wasn't their food. I was very confused. I noticed they kind of looked like eggs, so I looked it up. They were definitely eggs, but I didn't have the time to deal with the eggs, so I couldn't take them out yet. So I was like, alright, I'm going to do what I have to do first, and then I'll come and deal with it, because everything seemed fine at that point in time. So I went out to quickly go collect leaves for my spiny leaf insects. I wanted to do it as soon as I got home, because I live in Australia and it's getting pretty bloody hot out there, and I did not want to be out there in the extreme heat. Thank you very much. Anyway, so I went out there with the leaves. I came back to find them all in the corner where the eggs were, and all the eggs were gone. And I was like, cool, thanks guys. Guess I don't have to deal with that then. So that happened, and now for the rest of the day, I'm not kidding, the rest of the day, these little guys have been laying eggs and eating them, laying eggs, eating them. And I haven't been able to do anything about it, because they literally wait in that corner until they lay the eggs, and then everyone eats them. And it's just a never-ending cycle. So, and it's always the same two fish. If I can, I'll show you guys a closer up picture or video of those fish I'm talking about. But the male is he's a telescope, and the female is a pearl scale. Oh my gosh, all day he's been trying to, breed, mate, whatever you want to call it. And if you don't know, the way fish, at least goldfish, not all fish do this, the way they breed is by chasing the female around, kind of just kind of around where their butt is. They'll kind of ram their head into it, and that's what he's been doing all day. And he'll sometimes even get her stuck on the glass and just keep like crashing into her stomach until she lays eggs. So that's how fish do it. Very interesting, very different. And then, you know, the guy releases his magic tadpoles. Okay, this is this is getting awkward. I didn't need to mention all that, but what I did need to mention, well, what I wanted to mention was that that's what's been going on. And they keep laying eggs, and everyone keeps eating them constantly. It's been going on all day. They're only just now starting to stop, but like, seriously, it's so brutal. Like, she just lays her eggs, and then all of her little friends back there just eat them. Even the guy she had the eggs with, even she eats them. You know, they just. Let me know if your fish have ever done something that brutal before, because I'd love to know if my fish are just a little too brutal. But yeah, hopefully, maybe, I don't know, some of them will hatch. I highly doubt it. They've eaten like all of them, and you know, I would save them, but I literally have nowhere to keep them. So sadly, I just have to let that happen. So yeah. Anyway, life is interesting. Nature is strange. That's the point of this video, I guess. I don't know, this was just an update, a really weird one. I hope you guys enjoyed, I suppose. Little updates and whatevers. Well, I will see you all in the next video. Hopefully that will be sooner than last time. So, see you all in the next one. Bye!